Salam everyone. So I'm going to talk today about two diseases because I thought they're going to be related. One is anger and the other one is hatred. And these are diseases of the heart from a Muslim point of view. So do you know that anger in Islam is really discouraged in a way that I'll give you an example. So one time the Prophet ﷺ was sitting with his friends at the mosque and they're just talking, and then suddenly one Bedouin is walking in and he just walks in. He doesn't know where he's walking into. He doesn't know that this is a sacred place. And he just starts peeing in the middle of the mosque in front of everyone. And then the friends of the Prophet started getting aggravated. Oh, let me teach him a lesson. Let me show him that this is disrespectful. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do that. And they started they were going to start yelling at the guy. And the Prophet's like, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't do anything. Okay, just let him finish. Let him finish. And he started telling him, let him finish. Once he got done, he just told him stay away. And then he told him just clean up after him. And he told him let him go. No scene, no drama, nothing. Imagine this happened today. One guy walks into a mosque or a church and starts peeing. Of course, it's completely unacceptable. I'm not saying this, I'm encouraging people to do that. But the idea is that the Prophet did that because he could see that the guy didn't mean to humiliate anyone. He didn't mean to insult anyone. He doesn't know any better. That's what he would do in his own house. He's a desert nomad, and he doesn't know any better. And that's why he told the guys, just take a chill pill, don't do anything, don't react, and we can teach him a lesson later. It's not the time, basically. And we often get aggravated very quickly, and we are very quickly to judge and jump into conclusions. And once you unleash your anger, it clouds your judgment in a way. And we hear this a lot about, especially Arab men. We're very quickly, we're very quick in getting angry. I'm not talking about the normal anger. Like, you can be angry at a guy who is harassing a girl in the middle of the street. Of course, you should be angry and you should stop him. This is not acceptable. Or you should be angry at a person who's breaking the law or stealing something. That's rightfully being angry. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when someone pushes your button and that person is an ignorant person. This is when you should just go the other way. If there's road rage in the middle of the street or someone breaks, just pushes you one way or the other, we're very quickly to honking and yelling and sticking our head out and showing some I don't know what and cursing the entire family. And for what? For nothing. It's not like you changed the world with your anger. You just behaved like an animal for no reason. So the Prophet ﷺ said a very interesting thing. He said that actually it's ليس الشديد بالسرعة. So إنما الشديد الذي يملك نفسه عند الغضب. So the one who can wrestle and can pin down people and who is very strong and has a strong build, that's not real strength. True strength is being able to control your anger or control yourself when someone pushes your buttons and you don't flip out. That's true strength from a Muslim point of view. And that's very interesting because we hear about a lot of people. Stay away from Omar today, or but not Omar, anybody else, because stay away from Haytham today, because stay away from Kareem, or stay away from Tariq, or stay away from Danny, anyone, because he's fasting today. And you understand that. There's a code here underlying that you should not talk to this person because they're fasting today and they're in a very bad mood. They didn't have their smoke today, they didn't have their cigarette, they didn't have their cup of coffee, and that really takes them off. So they're in a very bad mood, stay away. I'm advising you, basically. And that's wrong. That's like schizophrenic. That's the complete opposite of fasting. We should be in control of ourselves and show the best of character when you're fasting. So I hope that gets the message that in Islam you can only be angry for the right reason, at the right person, with the right amount, at the right time. It doesn't mean you can just go unleash your anger everywhere. And there's a difference between anger when you hold it on the inside. In Arabic, that's called ghayth, wal-kadhimin al-ghayth. And when you let it out, it becomes ghadab, or anger. So Islam always pushes and rewards and stresses on controlling your anger. وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. It's always people who control their anger, never unleash it, and forgive. People who forgive. And forgiveness comes in from strength. You should always, if you are a forgiving person, you need to understand that you should always forgive those who are less powerful than you. It's not the other way around. You have no authority on forgiving your leader or your manager or this. It's the other way around. You forgive someone when you're in a strong position. Because I'm not telling you be a wuss. This, if your manager humiliates you in front of everyone, okay, khalas, I forgive him. That doesn't work. Okay, that's a different thing. You should stand up for yourself and be a respectable person. But if someone who is an ignorant person from your point of view, or less educated, or less fortunate that you wrongs you one way or the other, and you have the ability to crush that person or to actually make your point, it is way better in Islam to forgive and let go. It's much encouraged. And with that said, I'll move on to hatred, because that's also an interesting topic. And a quick story: the Prophet والسلام, was again sitting with some friends at the mosque, and then one guy was walking, and he's like, he stopped whatever he was talking about. And he's like, you know what? This guy over there, you see this guy over there? He's from the people of paradise. So everybody looked at him, and okay. And then they continued talking, and they didn't say anything. But one guy thought that was interesting, and he said, let me go after that guy. And he started walking behind him to see, let me see why is he that special? Why did the Prophet say that's a special guy and he's from the people of paradise? And he couldn't find anything. So he's like, let me just go and try to go into his house and figure out what's up. So he knocks at the door and he's like, you know what? Hey man, I'm having trouble with my parents or my father. Do you mind if I stay in your house for a day or two? He's sure. And the guy said, you're welcome. And he let him in the house. And he started looking, like trying to find any trace of anything. Does he have money that he gives out when no one's looking? Or does he wake up at night and say some special prayers or that no one knows about? Or is he cooking food and distributing to the poor people? Or does he go out? He didn't find anything special. So after 2 or 3 days, the guy just walks up straight up and says, you know what, man? I have no issues with my parents. I have no trouble staying in my house, but I actually heard that you are one of the people of paradise. And that's what the Prophet said. And I wanted to find something special about you, but honestly, I can't find anything. So what's your deal? And the guy told him, honestly, I don't know. I can't think of anything that I do that is special. And he's like, you know what? There's one thing that I do. Before I go to sleep, I never hold a grudge. I look into my heart and make sure that I don't hold a grudge for anyone in this world, and that I wish everybody goodness and happiness. That's a very special way to make it to paradise, just by being happy for everybody else. That's one way of good worship that guarantees you paradise, is that don't look at others in a way that gets you angry or mad or hate. Why does she have this? Why don't I have that? Why is she married? Why not? Why is this? Why that? Or well, she could have talked to me in a better way in front of this, or you could have, I don't know, so and so. Just having peace on the inside and wishing everybody else goodness will get you to paradise. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you benefited from this video, and inshallah, I'll see you soon. Salam.